Hi, good morning, or not. Oh, for those of you who know me, I do caregiving. Um, I have been dealing with a client since March who I used to take care of their loved ones, and then they moved out of town. Well, since March, she's been planning on going on vacation and wanted me to work like 4 days straight for 8 weeks, which is no big deal. It's something I do. So I got up this morning and I was supposed to go to work. I got a text message, you know what, call me later, I had an appointment, probably gonna have to put this off. Well, no problem. I made breakfast, I made a mukbang video, and I don't think I've uploaded yet, but anyway, I made breakfast. So no big deal. I thought, okay, it gives me a little bit of extra time to do what I need to do for me. Let me rewind, I guess, a little bit. Last week and the week before, she wanted somebody to come out there while she was home to take care of her mom because she didn't feel good. It's quite a ways away, and it's like an hour and a half away. So I didn't want to be driving back and forth on a daily basis, especially in 8 to 5 traffic. Like, no. So what I do, because as long as I've been in this business, I'm kind of a lead caregiver. I can go into your home and I can arrange for your family member to come home from the hospital. I can set up 24-hour, 7-day-a-week care, all shifts covered, do the scheduling, do everything. So I referred her to another girl that's worked with me before to go do the traffic driving back and forth thing. Because honestly, like I said, I don't like that, especially 8 o'clock, morning traffic, 5 o'clock, nighttime traffic. And it just kind of wasn't worth it. And I knew that, I was going to be working the next 8 weeks, and going in on a certain day and staying for 4 days and coming home. Yes, I'm smoking. I told myself I wasn't going to smoke on these videos anymore. But this is a bitch fest morning, I guess. So anyway, the communication between me and my employer has been what I would call very little since I sent this girl out there 2 weeks ago to work. The girl's been texting me, complaining about this, complaining about that, having me deal with other family members for her. My employer calls me like the ringleader because I'm the one that does that. So I've had her back. I've known her about 25 years. I've worked on a few jobs I've brought her in on with me. There was kind of a little bit of a problem on some of the other jobs as far as her trying to undercut other girls' hours, trying to be so chummy with the family. Don't get me wrong, I am friendly, I am compassionate, but most of all, I am professional when it comes to my work. And in this business, it's like, I've learned, because I've been doing it for so long, she's kind of a newbie, about getting into family matters, because that's not my place. My place is to take care of your loved one, keep in good contact with you, let you know on a daily basis what's going on or if there's any changes, and, do my job. Getting close sometimes is an epic fail because, you lose clients. Unfortunately, that's what happens. But, oh, I'm just so mad I'm probably rambling. So I've been talking to my bestie, I call her my wife. She's also in this profession. She's also worked under me and with me. And we've been like, how come we're not hearing from Donna? That's the employer's name. Since, we sent this girl out there. I said, I don't know, but it's starting to irritate me. And this girl's trying to send me messages about things that me and my employer should be talking about. So I've cut her kind of short on a few things, and Anyway, let me just cut to the chase. She undercut me as far as hours and pay. So I'm not going to work there, which that's whatever. But she's a friend of mine, or she was a friend of mine. I haven't decided yet. I know sometimes mixing friendship and business isn't a good idea, but you know, I guess I don't tend to expect that from people that I care about or that I do things for. And I don't do things for them because I expect something back, but I surely don't expect a knife in my back, and that's what it feels like. So now I'm just kind of like, oh, okay. So you're going to work for half the wages, which the wages, let me tell you, are not what they should be. I like to cut my customers a break because I know in this business, you know, if you don't have lifelong money put away to care for you when you get older, it's expensive, you know. It's, with me, it's cheaper because I'm not coming in as a company. I'm not charging $40 an hour and paying my girls 10, you know. So I get clients, you know, pretty regularly, and word of mouth only. I don't really have to advertise. I do, but I don't need to. So I can get another job and all that. My thing is, you're going to go in there and you're going to work for half of what I charge. You're still calling me, so obviously you're going to have issues. So these people are going to be out of town and I ain't answering my phone. And yeah, so that knife sticking out of my back right now, it's a dagger. My husband, I've been talking to him about it lately because I don't know, you know, I've been telling him, I don't know why, you know, Donna hasn't called me. And he's like, well, you know, call her. And, you know, isn't so-and-so texting you? I said, so-and-so, I'm going to put my hair back. So-and-so is not my boss. She doesn't know the details to tell me that I'm going to need to know. You know, granted, I've taken care of this client before, but her health has declined. It's a whole new environment for her. There's things I need to know, especially if her family's going to be out of town for 8 weeks. You know, that's not just a little road trip, you know. So he's like, oh, I think you're a little paranoid, and I think, you know, your wife is too, and, you know, I should have bet money on that, okay? Because we already knew that hinky, shady shit was going on. So, right now, I'm just kind of isolating. I know I have errands to do today, so I am going to just put my makeup on. I got a new primer. Actually, my daughter sent it to me, so I didn't know it was purple. When you look at the bottle, it just looks, well, I guess it does have a lavender tint to it. So we'll see how this works. But yeah, so that's how my day has ended already this morning. Like I said, it started out okay. I made like a really good omelet, a smoothie. I usually don't make breakfast. I'm not a big, you know, omelet maker. My husband usually does the breakfast cooking, thank God. But, and now a job that I've been dealing with since March, mind you. We are in like May, aren't we? Has been like stolen out from underneath me. And to be honest, is there a little bit of, you know, pride or ego or whatever the hell you want to call it going on? Yeah, you know, there is. And not because I think this girl is any better than me, because I don't. I just know that she'll work for way less and do way more. And yeah, so it's kind of a hard one. I'm really gonna have to work on my resentments right now, which everybody knows can be difficult. So I'm gonna apply some concealer I had to put my phone on a different mode so nobody could call me right now. Because I really don't feel like talking to anybody anyway. Oh, God, I think I forgot my makeup bed. Oh, how's that going to work? Well, I don't know what I did with it. So I'm not going to run and get it. Not in the mood. You just guys going to have to deal with me like this. I mean, they are my fingers, so, you know, I'm not spreading germs anywhere. So anyway, yeah, I'm going to try to make this a lighter day. And I guess I'm just going to move on. Another thing, I guess, that pisses me off here, I go back to it, so much for letting go of resentments, right? Is I've turned down some really good jobs that normally I wouldn't turn down because I've been waiting and I already committed to this one. So now I'm kind of pissed off about that. But, you know, what comes around goes around. I do believe in karma. I try not to because, you know, I'm trying to have growth here. But unfortunately, I guess I don't have that much. Because I do believe in karma. And I do believe that you kind of reap what you sow. So anyway, okay, so let's move on to a different subject because otherwise I'll just stay stuck in my head all day with this one. I'm sure when my bestie, my wife, as I call her, gets a hold of me, we'll have to rehash this thing and go even further. I'm sure, you know, it's going to start with, you know what that biatch did? You know when a conversation starts like that? It's all bad. So I had that broken fingernail that was working good for me to blend stuff that my makeup bud wasn't blending. Well, I went yesterday and I fixed my nails. And if you're wondering why this one's this color, I let the girl, against my better judgment, I had told her no once or twice, and, you know, she talked me into getting the 3D on these two fingers. To granted, I do have long nails. So she put a rose on here and on this one. But they were like humongous. They took up my whole dang finger. I was like, oh no. I can't be walking around rolling with that. That's just way too much. So I'm going to try some of this orangish. I keep forgetting to put it underneath. One of these days I'll get that right. Orangish color concealer powder. And you really can't tell it's orange. But like I said, I know that goes probably underneath. But the last time I did it this way, it kind of worked out. So let me see. On the bright side, what am I going to do today? I was going to get into the butterfly flies part 4, but I'm not in the mind frame for that this morning. So I finally ordered a tripod. It'll come tomorrow. See if my videos can be a little better with that. And I let them talk me into it. I let them talk me into becoming a unique presenter. Oh, now maybe it's a good thing I did because what else am I gonna do? No. By far, I'll be employed in no time. This is just a little extended vacation for me. I don't know. So I'm mixing a little bit of my concealer, or foundation, I'm sorry, with some mineral powder, as I like to do, to get that two-tone blend. So yeah, so I ordered a kit from Unique, and I get it tomorrow. So it's like Christmas, you know, a bunch of products. It was really cheap. It was only $99. And, God, you get like a lot of stuff. So, and I have a website. I'll put the link below. If you want to order from me, I'll be more than grateful. I've already reached out to some of my social media, Facebook people. I've opened a closed group. And there's a lot to it. There's a lot more to it than I really thought. You know, hey, I'm just gonna get on there and sell some dang makeup. Yeah, well, you know, nothing is that easy. You know, you gotta do marketing, you know, you gotta throw parties. But the good thing about the parties is they're online. So it's not like back in the day if I was trying to sell like Tupperware or something. But I'm excited nevertheless, and now maybe this just gives me some time to do that. I'm also promoting carports, the aluminum based ones that they put up for you. My youngest daughter's fiance owns like 3 different companies, and he's like, hey, you could make some money from home, you know, selling these. So I'm so not into this using my finger thing, but here we go. So I got a couple of online things going on. And then I have my YouTube channel. So maybe I'll just take a vacation. Maybe I should just be like grateful. Hey honey, thanks for taking that job. Because now I can stay home and find something I really want to go do. I don't know. Because I do love caregiving. I believe that we come into this world needing help, and I believe that we go out needing help. So I do have a passion for that. I'm not going to lie. I can't really tell if this is like completely... I think I have a napkin here. I know what it is. I had thrown my blending bed away and I had some new ones, and I forgot to put them in my makeup bag. But I think the coverage is good. So if not, I can touch it up when I get off of here. So anyway, yeah. So I guess I'm going to start some new adventures online and see how that works out for me. And the ones I already have, if I can get them to grow. And just kind of take a break for a minute. Unless I get another offer really quick that I'm tempted to take. I'll tell you what, I will never hold off for a month or longer, almost 2, for anybody again. I had my doubts about it when I did it, and I should have followed my gut instinct because it was so not the business. So I'm gonna apply a little eyeshadow this morning, which I usually don't do, but I'm going to this morning. Just a simple eye, nothing spectacular, not an evening eye. And it's a cream brulee is the color. This is not one of the Unique products. It's actually the chocolate bar my daughter bought me. I can always count on my daughter for makeup products, okay, and facial products. So, yeah. So I'm trying to think of like good things to talk about right now, and I guess I'm just kind of like stuck in my head a little, even though I keep trying to pull myself out of it. About betrayal. Because that's what it boils down to. And I don't understand it. Greed. I don't understand greed whatsoever. I am not a greedy person by far. I like helping others. Lord knows if I didn't, she wouldn't have a job right now. And my husband's like, what are you going to say to her? You know, what are you going to say, you know, when you see her? I'm like, well, first of all, I'm going to try not to see her for, you know, for a minute at least, because this new person I am today definitely knows how to flip over into that old person. So I kind of got to watch myself in certain situations, that I give it some time for myself to cool off. Yeah, that old behavior has a way of just creeping in. So I gotta remember it's just a job. And obviously, you know, I don't need friends like that. You know, it's like, if she would have said, hey, you know what, I really need this job, you know, can you get me more hours when they go out of state? And I would have been like, sure, because if you think I want to hang out at somebody else's house for 4 days straight, well, that's 4 days and 4 nights. Yeah, no. It gets tiring. You know, when you get off, you're exhausted. You know, my first day home, I'm like totally exhausted. I don't want to do anything. I don't want to go anywhere. Nothing. And you know, that I would have been getting off Friday night, so I'd have had Saturday to deflate and then been back there on Mondays. So I would have just gave her some extra hours. All she had to do was ask. I could have paid her less if she wanted to make less money. But I guess she figured out how to get paid less money and work more hours all by herself. So let's say a prayer for her today, that her job and her new position works out. And she's just blessed by it, okay? And that she never, ever needs anything from me again. Oh, God, with these shirts. So anyway, I kind of got my dew on my face on. This is probably as good as it gets. Haven't done my hair. Yeah. But I'll go in the bathroom and do that. Been babbling long enough about my issues. So you all have a great day. Just have a great, awesome, blessed day. And I'll be checking your channels, so I'll talk to you later. Bye.